Yo guys, it's your boy, No Trim Niran. We're back once again with some more FIFA 21 career mode content. And today, I've got yet another experiment for you. There's a selection, according to EA, of some of the best players in the world. The players that you fear going up against as a defender. The guys you know you're probably not going to break down as an attacker. And they're rated as the best players on the game. But what would happen if they had no club? If you didn't come up against them. Today, I have put every single player who's rated above 85 into the free agents list on career mode, and we're gonna see what on earth happens from here. If you go on to enjoy the video, slap a like on it, and of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're using Liverpool, it includes their players as well. We've got the two 85 rated guys in Wijnaldum and Thiago, but everyone else has been released, the likes of Mane, Salah, Van Dijk. I'm gonna show you where these guys are, so they're all in my shortlist. Now, you'll notice some of them, about half of them, already have a club, which is interesting, innit? It's because when you change players to the free agents list on the main menu of FIFA 21, some of the free agents just get randomly distributed to big clubs or clubs that suit their actual overall. So some of them have already gone to a new team. It's as if they've been signed on a pre-contract, I guess. Casemiro is playing at Bayern. This is going to be a key theme. There's a lot of people at Bayern. Like so many people are at Bayern. They were good already. Manuel Neuer, though, has left the German side. He's at PSG. Benzema has randomly ended up back at Real. Aguero is a good one. He's at Napoli. Kante and Dybala are at the same club as you would expect them to be. Raheem Sterling and Harry Kane start the onslaught of Bayern Munich. They're joined there by Kalidou Koulibaly and Eden Hazard as well. This Bayern team is ridiculous, fam. Toni Kroos is back at Real Madrid. It's like he never left. Handanovic is actually a free agent, so he'll get signed at some point. Look away, Dortmund fans. Sancho is now a Bayern player. Bernardo Silva ended up back at City. Same for Laporte. Heung-min Son is back where he should be at Tottenham. Aubameyang is now a Paris Saint-Germain player. Wojciech Szczesny, who I still can't believe is 87 rated these days, he's at Bayern. Angel Di Maria is an interesting one. He's ended up at Milan. Got Hugo Lloris at Athletic Club. Chiellini is one of the most abstract ones. He's over in the Netherlands now, playing for Ajax. Dani Carvajal has left Real Madrid and now plays for Real Sociedad. Varane and Verratti, yet more Bayern players. Pogba and David De Gea are back where they would usually be at Manchester United. Even in this experiment, Graham Souness can't figure a way to get rid of this guy out of the Premier League. Jordi Alba is now at Athletic Bilbao as well as Hugo Lloris. We've got Jordan Henderson here at Lyon, of all places. I have no idea how this has happened. David Silva is at Ajax, like Chiellini. And then Jan Oblak completes a ridiculous Bayern team. Now, everyone else, I'm pretty sure, is a free agent from here onwards. We've got Alisson, Courtois, Edison, Navas, Sommer, Trent is here, Hummels, and you can see the rest of them, fam. They could, technically speaking, go anywhere. This is what I want to work out. I have no idea whether these guys could end up at a random team that's really small. Now, you may be wondering where Lionel Messi and Ronaldo are, obviously the two best rated players in the game. Fun fact, both of them are retiring at the end of this season, which I find mental. Lionel Messi here, he's had enough of football and Barca and their president. He's literally retiring just to get out of that situation. Big Ron is now a Paris Saint-Germain player rather than playing over at Juventus or Piemonte Calcio on this game. As I mentioned, no, he is calling it a day at the end of this campaign. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the end of this transfer window and see whether any of the guys that are still free agents get picked up. As suspected, all the guys that were already at clubs are still at their clubs. Handanovic is still a free agent, but let's keep scrolling. Has anyone ended up anywhere different? Yes, Thomas Muller has been signed. Spanish side Sevilla have decided to take a punt on the 30-year-old Round Deuter or whatever his position actually is. Roberto Firmino is now plying his trade over in Germany. I hope Dortmund fans aren't expecting him to score goals in front of the home end because, listen, he's a defensive Carrilero, ball-playing false 9 attacker. Salah is still a free agent. Vardy the same, they're down at the bottom. So only 2 people have been signed so far in the first couple of months of this experiment. We go again. Now it's the end of January, all right? So we've had 2 full windows here. Samir Handanovic has still not been picked up. The poor guy. He's 36, to be fair. Any team that picks him up might not want to fork out for the bus pass. I don't know. What about the free agents, though? Right, Mats Hummels is a Chelsea player now. Further down, obviously, obviously we've got Muller at Sevilla. Luka Modric is an RB Leipzig player. But other than that, every single other player is still a free agent. This is ridiculous. Neymar and Mbappe are still not... you could get them for free, fam. How are people going up? Trent, you're not even playing football. Halfway through season number 2 now. What are we saying? All the goalkeepers are still available. So many of these guys are still available. Gerard Piqué has decided to sign for Sangju Sangmu FC. Where even is this? Is this a Chinese club or is it a J-League team? It's the K-League. I can see it from the sleeve of his shirt. That's even more confusing because I think there's even less money in that league. He's been joined by Alejandro Gomez. What kind of money does Sangju Sangmu even have? Griezmann has moved. He's gone to Sevilla to join Muller. So their attack is looking very, very solid now. And just below that, Ciro Immobile has joined Manchester City. Still a lot of players, though, that need to be snapped up. Come on, lads. Hurry it up a little bit. By the way, if you're wondering how the leagues are being affected by this experiment, we can see the Premier League here, which is won by Spurs. So already, massive lack of realism. But they managed to keep hold of Heung-min Son. They did, however, lose Harry Kane. But the Korean forward has managed to guide them to Premier League glory. What I will say is, I think probably the English clubs were hurt more by this because a lot of their players ended up in the free agents. The likes of Alisson, Edison, Aguero ended up going elsewhere, Sterling, Kane as well. Whereas not many people ended up coming over here. Really, it was Pogba and De Gea stayed at United, Kante stayed, a couple of players stayed at City, but no players came over here. So the quality of the league has actually dipped quite a lot. Incredibly, the Champions League wasn't won by Bayern Munich. In fact, it wasn't really won by any of the teams that got a shed load of players given to them. Borussia Dortmund beat Inter on penalties. I don't think either side got any players. Obviously, Dortmund signed Firmino. So big ups the underdogs doing it in the final. What are we saying? How's everyone doing? Toni Kroos left Real Madrid to join Chelsea. All right, we're into season number 3. One of the players that actually went back to where he should be, Pogba, has now gone to Barcelona. So he has signed for a new team before some of the free agents have even got their first club. Aubameyang is now at Roma. That is who designed this kit, fam? Did someone make that on Microsoft Paint? We saw Kroos, we've got a Bayern Munich massive Kante, and Aguero have signed for them now as well. What's going on? They were good enough already. You didn't need to do more. Lewandowski is an interesting one. Was he a free agent? He's at Tottenham now. I don't know where he was, but was he? Maybe he was at Bayern. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, God. Look away everyone from Manchester. I think even the United fans would hate this. Kevin De Bruyne is a Red Devil. Not only in Belgian nationality, but also at club level too. Fernandes still in the free agents. I can't imagine United need him now that they've signed De Bruyne. And season 3 appears to have taken on the form of the current Premier League campaign. Everton have won the league, ahead of Merseyside rivals Liverpool. And as for the Champions League, Tottenham Hotspur build upon their Premier League title last year with a UCL crown, beating Milan 3-0 in the final. And we did at least win the Europa League over last season's Champions League winners Dortmund. Now though, we're going to sim the final season of this experiment. I'm not simming 15 years into the future just so that Kylian Mbappe can sign for Queen's Park Rangers. And for the final season of this that we're going to do, Ansu Fati is playing at Everton. What is going on? Sorry, I was distracted there for a moment. This is the final season that we're doing of this save, and I'll show you where everyone has ended up. This is the end of season number 4. Jordan Henderson, still a Lyon player, but has declined to a level where we don't actually know what his overall is anymore. Jordi Alba is down at 79, but he's still over at Athletic Club. De Gea at United, Pogba over at Barcelona. Marco Verratti is probably the most interesting out of the lot. He's over at Hertha Berlin in Germany. Rafael Varane has also left Bayern. I assume it's because of the amount of competition there was. Dani Carvajal has left Real Sociedad. He's over at AC Milan now. Giorgio Chiellini is 39 these days, but retiring at Ajax. Wojciech Szczesny made the move over to Everton. We seem to have more people who were at actual clubs moving than the free agents themselves. Aubameyang went to Roma last season. He's retiring now. Heung-min Son has remained at Spurs. Spurs. Laporte and Bernardo Silva are still at Manchester City. Jadon Sancho still plying his trade at Bayern. We've got Toni Kroos at Chelsea. Koulibaly, Harry Kane, and Raheem Sterling at Bayern. Dybala at Juve before back to Bayern with Kante and Aguero. Casemiro's there too. Then Marc-Andre ter Stegen at Barca. Virgil van Dijk has also left Bayern, so they've just sacked off all their centre-backs probably, and he's over at Arsenal now. Lewandowski's declined a little bit. He's at Tottenham at 82. Salah has also declined quite a lot. He's still a free agent, so I guess that's probably the reason why. He's 87 now. Roberto Firmino is still cutting about in Germany, but for the white of RB Leipzig instead of the yellow wall of Borussia Dortmund. Kylian Mbappe and Neymar are still free agents. So is Sadio Mane. Ciro Immobile is traded to Manchester City for Lyon. Griezmann is a Tottenham player. He was at Sevilla before. He's now retiring as well. Got De Bruyne. Bruno Fernandes. I literally said earlier that Manchester United wouldn't even need him, and they've just signed him anyway. Joshua Kimmich has, after 4 years away, ended up back at Bayern Munich. Why did they not just sign him straight away? Fabinho and Andrew Robertson are still free agents. So is Trent Alexander-Arnold, as well as Jan Sommer. Ederson is 30. Courtois is 32. And Alisson is 31. Meanwhile, Jan Oblak is still at Bayern. I don't even know why he's at the bottom. But that's mad. So all of these guys probably never going to sign for anyone. If they haven't signed for anyone now, they're unlikely to sign for anyone eventually. Like Mbappe, surely now, if he was going to sign for anybody, it probably would have occurred. And it hasn't occurred. So Kylian, big man, you're never playing football again. I'm very sorry. And on that note, that is where we're going to wrap up today's FIFA 21 career mode experiment, seeing what would happen if every player above 85 was a free agent on this game. Turns out a lot of them end up at a club randomly. Some of them get signed, but the vast majority who stay as free agents don't ever get picked up. If you enjoyed the video though, feel free to slap a like on it and then subscribe if you are new to the channel. If there's any other experiments you want me to do, drop them down in the comment section below. You can also let me know on my socials. They're at the official FNG on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.